One of the best views you'll find in all of baseball. Downtown Pittsburgh in PNC Park. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Stay tuned for Pirates baseball next. Number 62, a righty from the state of Ohio, will do the pitching in this one. EK, what's the word on him?
Yeah, guys, real exciting for him in his last start. Recorded his first big league win. They gave him the ball after the game. We'll see if he can get number 2 here.
David Lee heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Number 60.
Underway now tonight as the first pitch is looked at for strike one, as we'll get this going a little late at 7:06 tonight. Eric, we look at this Pirate ball club as they enter play here tonight. They're on a nice little run, winners of 4 of their last 5 ball games.
And they've gotten that overall record back to 500 with their most recent win, but they've got a ways to go before they're back in this thing, so they'll need to keep it going right here.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. 53 degrees here at game time as it's cooled off considerably since batting practice this afternoon. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, and the leadoff man is gone to start the evening. And now a shot of the Cardinals starting lineup is set by Mike Matheny. EK, any thoughts?
Well, they got to love the production they're getting out of their leadoff hitter right now. And he hasn't been missing much lately, hitting 3 home runs over the last 10 ball games. Not an eye-popping statistic, but still a good indication that he's been in a groove at the plate.
And that's dead center for strike 1. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Carl Dixon.
Well, Matt, I think Dixon has sometimes been thought of as a hitter's umpire. The book on him is that he can be a little bit tight on the edges of the strike zone. We'll see if that's the case.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Boy, when he's got that thing going good, it just takes a nosedive right at the end.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
And that's his strikeout pitch right there. You know, you'll see a lot of guys swing right over the top of that one. That's a great job there just to hold off.
The 1-2 pitch. And he gripped that one a bit too tightly as it broke down and just about got him.
And we'll see him work both sides of the plate with the curveball going forward. Well, maybe not that far in, but he'll move that pitch around.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Calling for it, Rodriguez, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. And with that, let's give you a look at how the Pirates align defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, this manager loves to do the defensive shifts, so we're going to see a lot of odd formations as the game goes along. I can't wait to see how it works.
Michael Lee will stand in now as the National League's leading hitter entering play.
And I love this one, too. He leads the league in on-base percentage, so he's finding ways to get on base beyond just hitting the baseball.
Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1. You'd have to say, so far, so good here for the rookie.
Yeah, I mean, he's getting ahead. He's mixing his pitches. You'd like to put up a 0 to get that first inning out of the way, and he's close to making that happen.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Rodriguez sprinting after it. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. And he'll make it in there with a 2-out double.
Well, you know, it's never too late to get a first-inning rally started. This one's going to find the gap for 2 bases, so now at least to give your cleanup guy a shot to maybe drive in that first run of the game.
Number 3 will dig in now. And he's come through in many a situation like this. Currently 4th in the National League RBI race.
Yeah, and trust me, he knows exactly what's at stake for him. His contract is up at the end of the season, so he'll be looking for a nice raise here if he keeps pushing in runs like he is early in the season.
Here comes the first pitch. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
All of a sudden, you got to be careful now with the cleanup guy up there with a runner in scoring position. He could be in danger of giving up that first run after all.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. This is flared right back over the mound. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Michael Lambert gets the start for St. Louis in this one. What's your take on him, EK?
Yeah, Matty, in his last start, he had a ton of strikeouts. He'll be looking to duplicate that effort here.
Josh Harrison comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Pirates, the third baseman, number 5, Josh Harrison.
There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. And Eric, as we take a look at the Cardinals entering play here tonight, they come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
And the even better news for them is that they've got their ace going here tonight. So you have to figure that all signs are pointing toward another victory here.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you've got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
And even just 4 pitches in, you need to find a strike here because you don't want to give him a free base runner to start the night.
And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
Yeah, not what you want to do here in this hostile ballpark. Walk the leadoff guy who just happens to be a threat to go every time he's on first. Tough way to start things out.
Starling Marte gets his first shot here with a man on following the leadoff walk.
And you know, guys, we talk about it all the time. Leadoff walks are so dangerous, and we'll see if they can take advantage of this one.
Sacrifice attempt here. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out. And here's how Clint Hurdle set his Pirates lineup for this one. Thoughts, EK? Anyone stand out?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Josh Harrison, do his thing. He delivered when it really mattered last game, driving in 4 runs. He just needs to keep up the timely hitting so he can continue to pick up runners when they give him a chance.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Kang comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Down 0-2 after 2 great sliders. He's got his work cut out for him now.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2. With a moment now, a look at the defense for the St. Louis Cardinals. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, we get to watch one of the best fielding teams in the league. They can go out and get the ball as well as anybody in all of baseball. Makes pitching a lot easier.
Pedro Alvarez will stand in now, happy that this series is at home, no doubt, as you see his splits right there. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hack.
Oh and 1, here it comes. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. And he'll fall behind now to 1 and 2. Ready on 1 and 2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. We're off to the second, scoreless on the show. Mark McGuire will stand in now, just a few ticks shy of the 300 mark for the season.
And he hit over 300 during the last month, so he's seeing it really well right now.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
2 times here they've gone away, both pretty easy takes. And as a hitter, now I'm thinking it might be time they try to bust something inside.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now.
Now that he's worked it to 3-0, he's got a couple of free pitches here to pick out one he really likes.
Swinging away, and now the count will be 3-1. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Grounded to the right. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and the leadoff man set down to start the second.
Good job out there on the mound. Down in the count 3-0 to start this inning. He comes back to retire the guy on a ground ball.
Nick Savage will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game.
Well, you look at his batting average this season, it's really kind of unexpectedly poor because you know he's a good hitter.
And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
And this is what you got to do up there, Steve. You got to wait him out.
Yeah, and if you can lay off the off-speed stuff, that's when you're going to get your fastball to hit.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Too tight with that one. 3-0. And he lost him here on 4 pitches. So a speed merchant is aboard now with 1 away.
And once they fell behind in the count, I think this is a case where they just say, look, you're going to have to fish for something because we are not going to just lay one right in there for you. Probably not a bad decision against a power guy like this.
Michael Ullman will step forward now following the walk as he'll hit with a definite speed threat at first and 1 away.
You can bet he's going to see some fastballs in this at-bat. I'd be looking dead red.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that's in there for strike one. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does two things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back. Runners on first with one down. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
Grounded back up the middle. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. The throw to third, and he is in there.
Well, he wasn't able to do anything with those two off-speed pitches he saw. But the one fastball he gets, he jumps all over that one. And that's what you've got to do. You might get one pitch in an at-bat that you can handle, and he was able to make it count here.
Here's Peter Borges standing in. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air.
That ball was so deep in his kitchen, that was the only thing he could do was foul it off, break his bat, and hope to get a better pitch on the next one.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Boy, tough to lay off, but he's glad he did. It's 1-2 now.
I tell you, that was not an easy take.
It sure wasn't, especially when you've got to protect on an 0-2 count.
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. And he will beat the tag. Safe at the plate.
And that is the big risk you take when you try to bounce a two-strike curveball with a runner on third base. Your catcher has to be able to block the ball, but this one's about a 59-footer and it skips away, and that's going to allow the runner to scamper home to score from third.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Fly ball heading for the alley. Rodriguez on the move, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. The run scores from second. It's a 2-0 ball game. And he is in there with an RBI triple.
Batting ninth.
And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Michael Lambert will stand in with a golden chance here to help himself out with a runner at third.
And he knows this is a definite strikeout situation. So the big key here is, at the very least, find a pitch you can put in play.
First pitch of the at-bat. Right side. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Now batting.
Well, this was a definite strikeout situation with the pitcher at the plate, but you got to give the guy credit. He put the ball in play and helped himself out with that RBI groundout.
David Lee will get his second shot at it now. He was called out on strikes to open up the ball game.
And remember, they got him on a fastball, so I got to figure they're going to attack him the exact same way.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one.
And that's where, if I'm pitching, I just pour a fastball in there. You got to figure he'd be taking to give his pitcher a second or two to get himself together over in the dugout.
That evens it up 1-1. Three runs already home here. And that's taken for a called strike two.
Well, this guy started the ball game out with a strikeout. He may end the second with one, too.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And this guy's not hitting over 300 by accident. He's got a very good knowledge of the strike zone, and he knows when to lay off.
Look out as this bat shatters on impact.
Well, chalk another one up for that pitcher. He's used to breaking bats, and he'll give you a little stare down after doing something like that every once in a while.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. And a check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike 3 and the inning is over. So they pick up 3 runs on only 2 hits in the inning. No errors and no one left on base. On now to the bottom of the second. The Cardinals lead it 3-0. Neil Walker is set to stand in, and he'll be looking to change his fortunes in this one. He's seen his numbers take a bit of a hit in recent action. Right down Broadway that time. Strike 1.
Well, you got to figure that this guy's going to come out here free and easy here in the second. He's got a 3-run cushion already. No reason not to come right after these guys.
And there's ball 1. One and 2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
Hard to call that an off-speed pitch when it's a changeup at 88. That's a fastball for a lot of guys in this league.
Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. And a swing and a miss as Walker is down on strikes for the first out.
Yeah, make it 3 straight strikeouts for him now. But what's impressive is that these aren't just any hitters up there. These are the 3, 4, and 5 guys in the lineup. And he went through them like they weren't even there.
Stepping in, Gregory Polanco. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's the first pitch to him. Inside with the fastball. It's 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Lee has a read on it. 2 down.
Batting 7th, center fielder, Sean Rodriguez.
Sean Rodriguez gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. And that's in there for a strike.
The fastball looks awfully sharp here early on. Sound sharp, too.
And a curveball that he didn't get on top of there. It's 1-1. Two out, nobody on. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2. Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. 1-2-3 go the Pirates. Still down 3-0. John Jay is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
First pitch coming. Here it is. In there at the knees as he offers a strike to the leadoff man. 0-1. Already 40 pitches now here in the first few innings.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, he's going to have to start pitching to contact a little bit more, or else he may not make it 5 innings.
Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now.
He definitely doesn't want a redo of that second inning, so it'd help him immensely if he could get the leadoff man here.
Down and away. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
Well, you know, he had the right idea up there, so at least you know he's thinking. He tried to go the other way with this ball, but he got under it just a little bit, and it's an easy play out there in left field.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Michael Lee. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Hit hard up the middle, and that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
Boy, it's only the third inning here, and he's already given up more hits so far than he did in his entire start last time out. He hasn't been able to reproduce what he had going on last time, at least not to this point.
Number 3 will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
Runners off for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And no throw, as it turns out, as he takes second with ease. 1 out and a runner on second base. Now this pitch sails up and in, and that leaves him muttering to himself. It's ball 2. But one thing he's shown so far, he's not afraid to work inside.
Yeah, with that base open right now, he shouldn't have to be afraid. If you do hit him, big deal. Get the next guy.
And that's in there above the belt, so it's even now. 2-2. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Oh, he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
And one thing this kid's going to find out is that everything speeds up at the major league level. You know, those pitches that you were on top of in AAA, they have a tendency to get on top of you much quicker now. You got to learn to adjust.
Mark McGuire stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
Yeah, ground out last time, but you know, with his speed, that's kind of a big part of the way he plays the game. Put the ball on the ground and force the defense to make a clean, quick play on him, because if they don't, he's safe.
Here's a two-seamer inside to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. And here's a ball hit in the air. And Alvarez will put this one away, and the inning is over. One left for the Cardinals, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Leading off the inning, Tony Sanchez, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Tony Sanchez.
Into the windup and the pitch. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
Fastball, and that thing's a blur up there, folks. 1-1.
Real good lateral movement on that two-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
And this one's up around the eyes. 2-1. Offers it that one a little late, and it's 2-2 now.
And I think he'll keep riding that pitch until these guys prove they can do something with it.
Set to deal on 2-2. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, one away.
And as we showed you in the open, he's out there putting his perfect record on the line. And so far, these guys haven't shown many signs that they're ready to put a 1 in that loss column.
Number 62 steps into the box. First offering on its way. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
He's getting a lot of outs right now because he's attacking the hitters. He's not dancing around the zone.
One out, nobody on. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And a swing and a miss, and another punch out here. 6 already, and that's out number 2.
And as a baseball fan, it's fun to watch this guy pitch. As a hitter, when he's bringing it at 102, that part's not so fun.
Josh Harrison will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
And he'll start him with a slider that's taken down and away for ball 1.
And right now, these guys just need something to break their way. A blooper, a bunt, a hit by pitch. Something to get a base runner and give that guy something else to think about out there.
Swing and a miss for strike 1. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You got to make these guys earn it.
Here comes the 3-1 pitch. Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
And I may not know a whole lot about pitching, but what I do know is this is not the guy you want to be putting on base with a walk. That definitely puts the stolen base in order now with 2 away.
Starling Marte will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk.
Yeah, nothing going on earlier in this inning, but a chance to make some noise right here. Those kind of walks often seem to come back and fight guys somehow.
He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there or he'll take advantage.
The 1-0 delivery. That's by him for strike one.
Just too over-aggressive right now. They've got to dial this back a bit.
Throw over to first, and the runner back safely.
Keeping an eye on him.
A runner on first with 2 away. And again a throw, a dive, but he's back. High and wide, 2 balls and a strike. And that's upstairs, running the count to 3-1.
Is he worrying too much about that guy on first?
I think he might be. Guys worry so much about the stolen base, but they don't realize that a walk is 10 times worse.
Here's the 3-1. And a good pitch there as they come after him, and the count goes full.
That's 3 straight pitches, all over 100 miles an hour. If he throws a changeup for a strike here, that guy's got no chance.
2 out with the man at first. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Pirates leave 1. They trail in this one 3-0. Nick Savage is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact and he can run.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Swing and a miss at the bender, and it's even at 1-1. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. Changeup, and that fades down and away, 2-2. 4 pitches, fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
And he sends it the other way toward right center. Rodriguez is in pursuit, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
And you know, he's kind of going through a stretch right now where the ball just isn't jumping off his bat. He's got a good pitch to hit right here. Looked like he put a good swing on it, but it just didn't go anywhere.
Into the box now, Michael Oman. He reached on a single in his first try.
Well, and everyone knows he's slumping right now, so we'll see if that got him going.
First delivery to him on the way. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And he is cruising now. It's 0-2. 3 runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. And a classic 0-2 pitch as the changeup misses low, and it's 1-2 now.
Tough pitch to lay off there with 2 strikes. I'm not sure if that was a good take or whether he just got fooled on a changeup and couldn't pull the trigger.
Here's a fastball in on the fist, and that'll even things up at 2-2.
You know, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Chop foul over towards the dugout. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
He tried to get him to bite on that pitch, but it was way out of the zone there. It didn't even tempt him. Now he'll need to make a much better pitch here on a 3-2 count.
And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
Man, a little surprising they didn't challenge him there. You know, there are certain guys you just have to earn their way aboard. This isn't exactly the most dangerous guy in the lineup, so he'll be happy to take the walk.
Into the box, Peter Borges. He scored after tripling in his first plate appearance. What's he got in store for us here? Action now in that Pirate bullpen as a left-hander starts to heat up down there. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
That changeup away is his ground ball pitch. That's a good job to hold off.
Now a swing and a fly ball hit fairly well out to deep center field. Rodriguez is back, and he'll get there to make the play for out number 2.
One of the great things about the play he made right there is it's really difficult to run after a ball that long and not have the ball bounce up and down in the air while you're running. You got to run on your toes. That's what he did. That keeps the ball smooth and makes it easier to catch.
Stepping in now, Michael Lambert, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. Line to the right side, and a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. Cards leave 1, but they lead it 3-0. Leading off the inning, Kang, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Yeah, kind of a late decision to swing there. Even if he hits that thing, that might just be a routine fly to right.
Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
100 miles an hour is hard. A high 100, impossible to get on top of.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Too high. 1-2.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him.
This is one of those guys that you can spend all your time in the video room watching what his pitches look like, but until you get out there and see it firsthand, you just have no idea how much his stuff moves around.
In now is Pedro Alvarez, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. One out, nobody on. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And that's taken up and in for ball 2. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Shot toward right center, and that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Well, you got to start a streak somewhere, and he's well into this one now. A 6-game hit streak with that base hit. He's swinging the bat pretty good right now.
Neil Walker is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a high strike there, 0-1. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a liner. Foul. Runners on first with 1 down. Nope. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. And he punches out another one. Make it 9 for the ball game.
As you can see right here, his timing just seems to be off a little bit at the plate right now. And you know what? That can happen during the course of the season. You're not always going to have your good swing. And he's the kind of guy that's got a lot of moving parts in that swing. So maybe he's at the point now in the season where he might need just a little time off so he can get back to the basics.
Standing in now, Gregory Polanco, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike.
Boy, we're more than halfway through this game, and he's thrown a first pitch strike to 70% of the batters he's faced, so he's pitching very, very well right now.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. A runner on first with 2 away. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2.
This is a guy that's got to understand his abilities here. He's got the speed to beat out any ground ball, but he's taking uppercut swings trying to go yard.
Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. One left for Pittsburgh. They trail it here 3-0. David Lee will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick or worse, it'll start becoming a mind game, and you'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
Counts 1-0.
And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
I doubt he wanted to get in quite so tight with the hard stuff there, but hey, this is a guy with good opposite field power, so you don't want to just give him free rein to lean out over the plate.
And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
Well, not close on either of these first 2 pitches. He's going to have to find the release point quick before he loses the leadoff guy.
2-1 after the foul ball there. And the pitch on 2-1. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Chopped weakly to the left. A barehanded play by Harrison. The throw. And now, this ball's going to wind up out of play. And a big mistake there.
Center fielder
Jeff Locke is going to take over here in inning number 5 as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here.
49. Jeff Locke.
John Jay will be the first one to greet him here, as he'll be doing so with the runner in scoring position and still nobody out. Now a look and a throw back to second, and he's back standing. Locke sets. Here comes the first pitch. Into the seats, 0-1. Lays off the circle change there. A ball and a strike. Tough spot here for a left-handed hitter, facing a guy that's exceptionally tough on lefties.
Yeah, you generally get so many at-bats against right-handed pitching. Now you're in a good RBI spot, and you're stuck facing a guy like this.
Line drive to left. And that's in there. Base hit. Around third and being waved on home. The throw home. And he is safe at the plate. It's now a 4-0 game.
The right fielder, number 8.
Settling in now, Michael Lee. He singled his last time up. First pitch on its way. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball. Four runs, 6 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Drilled right back up the middle. That's through a base hit, and he's got his 3rd hit of the game.
Well, here we are. It's the 2nd month of the season, and this guy is showing no signs of slowing down. He's got himself another multi-hit ball game here.
Number 3 will dig in for the 3rd time now. He started the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Not the kind of night you're dreaming of when this game started. Let's see if he changes his approach here.
Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
And now at the plate with a 2-0 count, it's not just, hey, this has to be a strike. You've got to look for one pitch in one location and then let it rip.
swing and a little tapper. Foul ball, however, strike one. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Hit sharply toward the right side. That's in there. Base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
You think he was looking for a fastball there? I think he was. That's about as hard a hit ball as you're going to see, and he was right on that one.
Mark McGuire will get a shot here in a bases loaded situation, and you'd have to say they've got the right man for the job up here.
Yeah, the team leader in RBIs. He's got a shot to push that lead out even further if he could come through here.
From the stretch. And the first pitch misses high here. Perhaps trying to get him to pop something up. It's 1-0.
Well, right here is where you've got to be smart out there. They've got nowhere to put you, so he probably won't be working the corners.
And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1.
Yeah, definitely taken all the way. Not a bad idea with the bases loaded.
Bases loaded here, nobody out. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
And now he's made most of the hitters inside conscious. And, of course, that opens up the outside corner when he has to go there.
And that misses 2-2.
Oh, that's a tough take, but a good one. The pressure's still squarely on the pitcher out there. He's still got to come in.
And this misses, so it'll set up a big pitch coming up. It's full 3-2. Down the third baseline. Harrison has it to Walker for one. On to first, and it's a double play, although the run does come in to score from third.
Well, you know, nothing kills a rally quite like a double play ball. But this is a double whammy. You've got a double play with the bases loaded and nobody out. They do get one run here, but it comes at a pretty hefty price.
Into the box now, Nick Savage, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Just did manage to catch that one with the last 2 inches of his glove. That could have been trouble.
Two balls and a strike. Here it is. Drilled to the right side. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. In to score is the runner from third. It's a 6-0 ball game.
So smart here at the plate. You can see he's not trying to hit the ball out of the park. There are times for that, but here he's got a guy out there on third, so this is just a short, compact swing. Just looking to get that run home. He's able to get the job done.
Into the box, Michael Ullman, as he'll take a look at ball one. Seems like they're showing a lot of faith in this guy, leaving him out there.
And I think you appreciate that as a pitcher, but sometimes when you don't have it, you don't have it. Looks like this is going to be one of those times.
Now a snap move over to first, and the runner will get back standing. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
I think he's letting this situation get the better of him out there. But you have to have a short memory if you're a relief pitcher. You can't dwell on what just happened.
2 out with the man at first. Now a snap throw to first, and the runner back. Three and 0 now. You figure he's taken now on the 3-ball count?
Maybe even taken 2.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Yeah, a much better pitch there than the one he threw on 2-0.
Ready on 3-1. Here's the pitch. And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
Well, when you're already in a deep hole, the last thing you want to do is keep digging. But the walk here is only going to make things worse.
Peter Borges will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
He's set. Here it comes. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. 2 down, runners at first and second. Back to the fastball, but it's upstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And now on 2-2, I don't think he'll be nibbling any longer. He's got to come in with something here because he for sure does not want to run this count full.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. So 3 runs on 5 hits, 1 error, and 2 men left on base. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Cardinals 6 and the Pirates nothing. Sean Rodriguez will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Lee moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. A little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the 5th, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just one hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. Digging in, Tony Sanchez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The 0-1 delivery. That's popped up out towards short right field. Savage backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
And if these guys want to keep hitting fly balls, I think he'll be happy with that. Especially when it's the guys down near the bottom of the lineup.
Jordy Mercer will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Jordy Mercer.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. And he watches one miss outside, 2-0 now.
Now, you've got a 6-run lead out there, and there's no reason not to come right at guys.
Three and 0 now. Seems like they're working very cautiously here. Is this a little too cautious?
Yeah, I mean, why are they giving this guy so much credit up there? He's someone that you got to come right after.
And no doubt about this one, it's in there, 3-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he lays off, ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
Boy, and he's not too thrilled with that call out there on the mound. And you know what? I don't blame him. I mean, have a look where this pitch is. That catches an awful lot of the plate, and I think I'd be mad if I were him.
Josh Harrison will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk. From the stretch. And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
And after a walk, I think there's a little anger behind that fastball.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Right by him here, and he's set up for another strikeout here. The count to 0-2.
Yeah, 1 pitch away now from getting through 5 shutout innings. And I'll tell you what, the way he's throwing, this could turn out to be a night off for the bullpen.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Pirates leave 1. They still find themselves down 6-0. Jared Hughes will come on now to try and sort this mess out, as he'll likely be asked to go at least a few innings here. Michael Lambert comes to the plate now, likely due to the large cushion he has to work with on the scoreboard.
Yeah, he's got that big lead and a chance to get deeper into this ball game, but he needs to make sure he stays focused, because sometimes that competitive edge can dwindle on you a little bit when you think you're just cruising.
Oh-1, here's the pitch. Tap foul at home plate. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Here it comes on 0-2. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Here it comes, 0-2. Popped high in the air. Alvarez is there for it. 1 out.
Now batting.
Yeah, this pitch absolutely eats him up. The barrel just sort of drags through the strike zone, and this winds up an easy pop-up to first.
In now, David Lee, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Polanco moves over. 2 gone.
Good start to the inning here out of the bullpen. After 3 runs came in to score last inning, they needed someone to come in here and slow that offense down a bit.
Digging in now, John Jay. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Now here's the pitch. And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1. Two out, nobody on. Grounder down the line at third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals. They lead it 6-0. Starling Marte will come in now to start things out here in their half of the 6th as they look for a reversal of fortunes here. The first 5 innings have not been particularly kind to them.
Yeah, and I think that's putting it mildly. Just 1 hit in these first 5 innings. They're going to need to do a better job of finding good pitches to hit. But that fella on the mound has not made it easy on him, and that's for sure.
Pitch on the way. Called strike at the letters, 0-1. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Borges is in his tracks now. 1 gone.
And all through this winning streak of theirs, we've seen some great starting pitching, and this has been another very good performance. Good enough to most likely keep that winning streak going.
Kang will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. And we've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
Yeah, and guys, there's a look at his line through the first few innings. Pretty dominant so far. Just the 2nd hit he's allowed tonight, and the first one didn't wind up hurting him at all. So we'll see if he can get out of this inning as well.
Pedro Alvarez will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around. And he takes ball 1.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now, 2-0.
You can tell he's starting to get a little jumpy out there. He's got to take his time and really focus in on the glove.
Outside, 3-0 now. Neil Walker waits on deck. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And a good comeback there. It's 3-1. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
And the count will be full. He's set. Here's the 3-2. And he misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with 1 away.
First and second now after the walk. And they haven't gotten much going offensively against this guy at all. So this is about as good an opportunity as they've had.
Now in the box, Neil Walker, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
You know, he's just flat out a better hitter from the left side. He's a switch hitter, but it's no secret. This is his favorite side to hit from.
Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball 1.
And this is a big spot right here. You've got to get something out of this, even if it's just a run or two.
Here it comes, 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Slapped hard the opposite way, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
Another guy retired there. You see his pitching line to this point. It's phenomenal. Just 2 hits. Both of them are singles. He's hardly even been in trouble. Thorough domination so far.
Gregory Polanco will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Lee going back on it, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And the runner from second is in to score. It's a 6-1 game.
I got to tell you, I love the way this guy just lets it rip. Ahead in the count, behind in the count. It really doesn't matter to this guy. He's just going to go up hacking. And he drives in a run right here as he just drills this one for 2 bases.
Stepping in now, Sean Rodriguez, as he'll swing and pop this one up out in the area of second base. Savage has got it, and the side is retired. But the Pirates get a run here on the RBI double. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 coming up to start the 7th. It's the Cardinals 6 and the Pirates 1. Back here in Pittsburgh. 7th inning upon us with the Cardinals out on top, and it's time to check out the game summary to see how we got here. Michael Lee is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
And he's already been on base 3 times in this ballgame, so let's see if he can do it one more time.
And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Kang is under this one. 1 pitch, 1 away.
Well, nothing better than a first pitch pop-up to start the inning. And you'll take that every time.
Number 3 stands in. And now a pitch on the way. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike one. 0-1 pitch on its way. Hit out towards second. Walker has it on to first, and it's a quick start to the seventh as now there are two away.
Since coming in the sixth, he's knocked down 5 in a row. He's given him a real lift out there.
Mark McGuire stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. In there, strike one. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
Nothing in one count. Here it comes. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. And another foul ball. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Cardinals. They lead it 6-1. Tony Sanchez steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the seventh.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike one.
He's done a really good job of kind of getting ahead of hitters here by throwing first pitch strikes to 70% of the batters he's faced, and that's why he's doing so well.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Boy, I'll tell you, to be down 0-2 against a guy like this with the stuff he's got tonight, not a comfortable spot to be in.
And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame.
And that slider's been an effective pitch for him, no doubt. As you take a look there at what his pitch breakdown looks like so far.
Into the on-deck circle now is Corey Hart, as he'll be called on to pinch hit here.
Corey Hart.
And this is taken outside for ball one.
Well, we've talked about all the strikeouts. The only side effect is right there, though. He's run up a pretty high pitch count now.
Boy, that fastball is just sizzling up there. 1-1.
Yeah, he's definitely still bringing it. It's the 7th inning, and we're still hearing the catcher's mitt snapping all the way up here.
In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
Well, he's got a different look to him in this 7th inning. Much more determined.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Keep in mind now, the longer this at-bat goes, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning out there.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now. So he's just a third of an inning away from putting up another 0 as we take a look at the ball clubs with the lowest team ERAs.
Well, Matt, as we study the numbers, you can see that the Redbirds currently lead the National League in that department. And it's always nice to know that whoever steps on the bump for you, you're going to have a chance to win. A lot of teams are envious of that stat, and these pitchers, they deserve a lot of credit for what they've accomplished so far.
Here it comes. Josh Harrison is at the plate as he watches ball 1. I know we have a tendency in the media to get hung up on pitch counts, but this is a legitimate workload he's sweated through so far.
Yeah, anytime you get up around that 110 mark, you put in a full shift, and he's fast approaching it here.
1-1.
And that's exactly where you want to put that thing. Start it right down the middle and trust that its action will cause it to drop.
Breaking ball snaps in there for a called strike 2.
And this isn't the first guy that's been frozen by that pitch tonight. He's had a lot of guys shaking their heads so far.
2 out, nobody on. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. We're back with more on this Saturday night after this. Antonio Bastardo will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Antonio Bastardo.
Nick Savage steps in after hitting an RBI single his last time around.
Nick Savage.
Swing, and he puts a charge into this one. High and deep, and you can't forget about it. This ball is gone. Solo shot to right center. Home run number 5 on the year, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
How's this for a welcome to the ball game? One pitch and see you later. I've got a feeling that's not what the manager had in mind.
Now batting, catcher.
Standing in now, Michael Oman, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Well, they put the measuring stick on that last home run, and it came up 403 feet. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
And if you're going to go after that pitch, you got to be thinking right field. I think he just pulled off of that one a little.
Too low with a fastball there. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Bottom dropped out on him, and that's a strikeout. And the throw is there to record the first out.
Yeah, a nice job behind the plate. He wants it low, so he's got a good idea that this ball might be in the dirt, so he's able to smother it and then make the strong throw to first.
Here's Peter Borges standing in. as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. One out, nobody on. Line drive to center field. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
Making a bid for a base hit. This is a tough play for a center fielder because that first step is usually back, but he's charging hard and he lays out to pull it in.
Into the box now, Michael Lambert, as he'll go after the first pitch and send a ground ball down to third. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. And he's going to make it up to second base safely as he's in there. My word.
Boy, nowhere close with this throw. Here's another look at first base. I mean, not only is this thing over his head, but you see it take off to the right field side of the bag, so it's not even on target. Very sloppy there. Potentially dangerous, too.
Into the box, David Lee, as he'll go after the first pitch and send a ground ball down to third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. But the Cards add on just a bit, courtesy of this solo home run. Home half of the eighth coming up. It's the Cardinals 7 and the Pirates 1. Starling Marte will stand in to start out their half of the eighth with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Here's the pitch. Outside with the fastball. That's 1-0. Well, that man right there is into his eighth inning of work now. Any concerns going forward?
Well, I think the only thing you have to worry about is that pitch count you see right there. Other than that, he's earned the right to stay out there. Usually the other team will tell you when you're starting to get tired.
Grounded to third. One away.
Now batting, number
Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our two starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown 9 have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. Kang digs in. He reached on a single and would later wind up scoring in his last at-bat. Lays off 1-0.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. Getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
Bases are empty, one man out. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Here it comes on 1-1. Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike. And a good pitch there as he got him to go after one in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Boy, that changeup's had him eaten out of his hand.
Oh, and they've been falling all over themselves trying to get it. But you've just got to know that that's not going to be a strike. It looks like it is, but it isn't.
Got him. And that's number 15 for the ball game. There's a look at the inning-by-inning recap. 7-1 our score as we play the 8th inning of this one. Pedro Alvarez will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one.
I like how he's approaching things here. He's got a good, safe lead, so he's not setting guys up or wasting a lot of pitches. He's coming right after everybody.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. In there, 1-2 now.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Yeah, and on 1-2, when you know the guy at the plate needs to protect, that's a great spot for that curveball. A lot of guys, they would have gone fishing for that.
Still 2-2. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Bounced weakly near the plate. Oman scoops it up, and 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Down in order go the Pirates. They're down 7-1. John Jay will step in, a ground-out victim as last time.
Center fielder, John Jay.
He's set, and the pitch. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. One and one. Here it comes. That's right there at the belt. 1-2 now. Hit to third. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first.
Well, everything looked okay here on the pickup and transfer, but then you see him just fire this thing straight into the box seats down there. That's going to be scored in E5 and a lucky souvenir baseball for one of the fans.
Stepping in now, Michael Lee. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Chopped foul right at home plate. Changes up on him if that's in the dirt for a ball. No one out with a runner at second. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2-2 now.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And this is swung on and missed. And boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away.
The batter, number 3.
Number 3 steps in now. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Marte is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. Around third is Jay heading for the plate. A block at the plate, and he's out trying to score. It's a double play, and the inning is over. So no runs or hits here as the error turns out to be unimportant. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Cardinals 7 and the Pirates 1. Jordan Walden will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here.
Jordan Walden.
Striding in to start the ninth, Neil Walker, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. High pop-up. Lee settles under it near second. 1 down.
And that's telling of how they've swung the bats. This has just been a punchless offense so far. And this pop-up is pretty indicative of their struggles.
Paul Lee will come on here. Not a save situation, but he'll try to close it out nonetheless.
Lee.
Gregory Polanco gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Set to deliver the 0-1. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
Oh, you like the way this guy is just going about his business here. He's got a big lead, but he's pitching like it's a tie game here in the ninth.
Here's a high pop-up. Oman has a play, and he makes the catch for the second out.
The batter.
Well, that'll be a frustrating at-bat for him. He's got to be thinking he let one get away there because, that's a pitch he should have been able to handle.
Standing in now, Sean Rodriguez. As he'll watch a knuckleball that finds the zone for strike 1. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Close, but it's not over yet. That's ball 2.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking on the final out, so that's a tough pitch to lay off.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, here we go. Tack another one onto that winning streak. They've now got it up to 6 in a row, and it's not looking like this hot spell's going to end anytime soon.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, really a dominating performance out there. Look at all the strikeouts. I mean, they just couldn't touch him.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Cardinals win it 7-1. Good night from Pittsburgh.
Our final line score tonight, first for the victorious St. Louis Cardinals. 7 runs on 10 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Pirates, 1 run on 3 hits. 3 errors. They left 6 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 7 minutes. A reminder that extra tea service to the South Hills is available across the bridge at either the Wood Street or Gateway Center stations. 33X West Busway buses are also available with service to Carnegie, Bell, Crafton, and Sheridan stations. Also, return trips to Station Square on the Gateway Clipper fleet are available outside the stadium for 1/2 hour after the final pitch.